Students, today we will start inverse trigonometric functions. So this topic carries around 7 to 8 marks. So you will be having 1 marks question, 2 marks question and 3 marks questions. But you will not be having 5 marks questions on this topic. So in first year you have studied trigonometric functions. So from that just I will take if sin theta is equal to 1 by 2. Then you can tell me the value of theta. So theta is 30 degree. Okay. So theta is equal to 30 degree. Or in allied angles you have studied. So sine function will be positive in 2 quadrants. First quadrant and second quadrant. So in second quadrant you will be having angle 180 minus theta. So here you will have 150. So even if you calculate sine 150, you will have 1 by 2. Similarly, again if you go further, you will have 390, so on. So these you have studied in general solutions in first year. The smallest angle which satisfies the given equation, that we call it as a principal value. The smallest angle we call it as a principal value. Now here in second year you are required to write that angle in radian rather than in degree. You are required to write it in radian. So this I can write it as theta is equal to sine inverse 1 by 2, then we call it as a inverse trigonometric function. So general I will take. So if or let theta is equal to x is equal to sine theta. I will take x equal to sine theta or sine theta is equal to x. So if I take sine on LHS, you will have theta is equal to sine inverse x. So inverse trigonometric function is an angle which satisfies a given equation. It is an angle which satisfies a given equation. So same, if you take this example, so here sine inverse 1 by 2 is there, so then value of theta will be 30 degree, but you are required to write it in radian, so answer will be pi by 6. So this is the definition of inverse trigonometric function. So it is an angle which satisfies a given equation. Here we will be having 6 functions, that is sine inverse x, cos inverse x up to cosec inverse x. You are required to know its domain and range. So I will take function domain, that is value of x, then third range, that is theta. Range. So first I will take sine inverse x. Sine inverse x. In first year you have studied maximum value of sine theta will be 1. So similarly if you go on the other side, minimum value will be 0, or if you go on negative side it will be minus 1. So domain of sine inverse x will be from minus 1 to plus 1. So here you are required to write square bracket. Square bracket indicates closed interval. So maximum value is plus 1, minimum value of sine theta is minus 1. So that is value of x for sine inverse x. Similarly if you take cos inverse x, so its value also ranges from minus 1 to plus 1, that is value of x. So maximum will be 1, minimum will be minus 1. Again here it is also closed interval. Now third, if you take tan inverse x, value of tan theta from first year or here, it ranges or it goes up to infinity. So all real numbers, x will take value of all real numbers. Similarly, cot inverse x. Cot inverse x also takes all real numbers. Now, if I take secant inverse x, if you take values of x or domain, now secant theta is reciprocal of cos theta. We know that cos theta value will be from -1 to +1. So here secant will never be in between -1 to +1, because if secant theta is less than 1, then cos theta becomes greater than 1, which is not possible. So here x value will be all real numbers minus from -1 to +1. Here bracket should be round, that is open interval. That is open interval. Similarly, cosec theta is reciprocal of sin theta. On that you can remember cosec inverse x. Here value of x will take all real numbers, again minus from -1 to +1. These are domain. Now we need a range. Now when will be the value of sin 1 when angle is 90 degree, that is pi by 2, and -1 when it is minus pi by 2. So range of sin inverse x will be minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2, and compulsory you should write square bracket. So square bracket indicates closed interval. Similarly, if you take cos inverse x, so cos value will be 1 when its angle is 0 and -1 when its angle is pi. So here range will be from 0 to pi. Here range will be from 0 to pi. So tan inverse x, all real numbers. So if you take angle for tan inverse x, it will be similar to sin inverse x, but only difference is here he will be having closed interval, here he will be having open interval. So from minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2, because tan 90 is infinity or not defined, so it will never be pi by 2. So here you will have open interval. Similarly, if you take cot, so it is similar to cos, but again here it is closed, here it will be open. So cot will be from 0 to pi. Cot will be from 0 to pi. Now if I take secant inverse, so secant, it is a reciprocal of cos, so you will have same as that of cos. So from 0 to pi, 0 to pi, minus, you should remember this. When will be the value of cos 0? When the angle is 90 degree. Cos 90 is 0. So secant inverse will never be equal to this. So minus pi by 2. So you are required to subtract this value, that is pi by 2. Similarly for cosec inverse x. So cosec theta is a reciprocal of sin theta. So same as a sin it will be having. So it is from minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. Again you are required to subtract the angle at which sin value is 0. So sin theta will be 0 when theta is 0. So you are required to subtract that angle 0. So this is a range of these trigonometric functions. So for 1 marks, he will be asking any one of this. So for example, write range of secant inverse x or write range of cos inverse x, so on. So to remember, I will tell an act. So if you see here, secant inverse x, tan inverse x and cosec inverse x, they are almost having from minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. So if I take over here, so this is minus pi by 2, this is plus pi by 2. So from minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2, you will be having 3 trigonometric functions, that is sin inverse x, it will be having closed interval minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. Then you are having tan inverse x minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2, and you are having cosec inverse x This is also minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2, but you are required to subtract 0 degree. Similarly, other three if you observe, cos inverse, cot inverse, secant inverse. So they are having from 0 to pi. So if I take 0 to pi, here you will be having three functions, that is cos inverse x, then you will having cot inverse x, then you are having secant inverse x. So by this you can easily remember these values. For sine inverse, minus pi by 2 plus pi by 2 closed interval. For tan inverse, open interval. Cosec inverse, closed, but you should subtract 0. Similarly for other three, 0 to pi. For cos it is closed, for secant it is, for cot it is open, for secant you are required to subtract pi by 2. So you can pause the video, note down these values. If you want, you can remember this hint. Then I will go for further formulas which we will be using in problems. So you can pause and note down these values. Okay, now next. So some three formulas are there which will be using for problems. So he may ask it as a 2-mark problem in exam. First one, prove that sine inverse of minus x is equal to minus sine inverse x. Prove that sine inverse of minus x is equal to minus sine inverse x. So first I will take LHS. Let alpha is equal to sine inverse of minus x. I will take this as 1. Now if I take this sine to the LHS, so you will have sine alpha is equal to minus x. Now multiply both sides by minus sign or take this minus to the LHS. So you will have minus sine alpha is equal to x. Now minus sine alpha, I can write this as sine of minus alpha is equal to x, because sine of minus theta is minus sine theta. We have studied it in first year, and principal value will be from minus 90 to plus 90, means first quadrant and fourth quadrant. So we are writing it as minus sine of minus alpha. So now I will pass this sine to RHS. So you will have minus alpha is equal to sine inverse x. Then again change sine on both sides. So you will have alpha is equal to minus sine inverse x. This is second. Minus sine inverse x. This is second. So now if you observe 1 and 2, LHS is same. So you can equate RHS. So from 1 and 2, I will have sine inverse of minus x is equal to minus sine inverse x. This is our answer or first formula. So you can again pause and note down these steps. So first alpha is equal to, then sine I have taken to LHS, then change the sign on both sides. So minus sine alpha is written as sine of minus alpha, and then again simplifying. Okay. So next, second one we will see. So second one, prove that cos inverse of minus x is equal to pi minus cos inverse x. Cos inverse of minus x is equal to pi minus cos inverse x. So this is important formula. While solving problems, most of the students go wrong by using this formula. So steps are again same. So first, again I will take LHS. Let alpha is equal to cos inverse of minus x. This I will take it as 1. Now I will take a cos inverse to the LHS. So cos inverse, if I take to LHS, I will have cos alpha is equal to minus x. Again change sign on both sides or multiply by minus sign. So if I change sign, I will have minus cos alpha is equal to x. Here you are required to remember. Here what we have done, minus sin alpha, I have written it as sin of minus alpha because in fourth quadrant sin is negative. But in fourth quadrant cos is positive. Second thing, principal value of cos ranges from 0 to 180, means first quadrant and second quadrant. In second quadrant cos is negative, so minus cos alpha I can write it as cos pi minus alpha is equal to x. This is important, where most of students go wrong. So again cos I will pass it to RHS, so you will have pi minus alpha is equal to cos inverse x. So cos inverse I will take to LHS, alpha I will pass to RHS. So I will have pi minus cos inverse x is equal to alpha. This is second. So again if you observe 1 and 2, one side you are having alpha, means I can equate other two sides. So from 1 and 2, I can write cos inverse of minus x is equal to pi minus cos inverse x. Pi minus cos inverse x. This is our second formula. So you can pause and note down these two formulas, and along with these two you can try these two formulas. Third one, prove that tan inverse of minus x is equal to minus tan inverse x. And fourth one, prove that cot inverse of minus x is equal to pi minus cot inverse x. So you can try these two formulas on your own. So for problems I will be taking first three formulas, that is sin inverse of minus x, cos inverse of minus x and tan inverse of minus x. So you can solve this, pause the video, solve those two, and again I will be telling another three formulas. Okay students, next. So again from 1 I will take. These are also formulas which I will be using. Prove that cosec inverse x is equal to sin inverse 1 by x. Cosec inverse x is equal to sin inverse 1 by x. So cosec and sin, they are reciprocal of one another, so accordingly they are related. So first I will take LHS. Let alpha is equal to cosec inverse x. So cosec I will take it to the LHS, so this I will write it as 1. So I will have cosec alpha is equal to x. Now take a reciprocal on both sides. So taking reciprocal, I can write 1 by cosec alpha is equal to 1 by x. But we know that 1 by cosec alpha is sin alpha. So you will have sin alpha is equal to 1 by x. Now send this sign to the RHS. So if it goes to the RHS, you will have alpha is equal to sin inverse 1 by x. This is 2. So again you equate 1 and 2. If you equate 1 and 2, LHS is same, you will get RHS, that is this formula. So you will have from 1 and 2, from 1 and 2, cosec inverse x is equal to sin inverse 1 by x. This is our first formula. Now similarly, can you guess next formula or other two formulas what I can write? So if I take secant inverse x, so what will be the RHS? Secant is reciprocal of cos, so you will have cos inverse 1 by x. Similarly, third one, cot inverse x, I can write it as, very good, tan inverse 1 by x. So again you can pause the video and solve these two on your own. Same method, alpha you take it as secant inverse you send to the LHS and simplify. Same method you try these two. So these all formulas we are required to solve the problems. Now one important point I will be telling, which you are required to take note of. If x is a principal value, if x is principal value, then sin inverse of sin x or sin of sin inverse x will be always equal to x. So sin inverse of sin, it gets cancelled, or sin of sin inverse gets cancelled, you will get x, but condition is x should be principal value. Similarly, cos inverse of cos x or cos of cos inverse x is equal to x. Third, tan inverse of tan x or tan of tan inverse x will be equal to x. So you are required to remember these three. So while solving problems, I will be using only sin inverse, cos inverse and tan inverse. So these are all formulas which we will be using while solving the problems. So you can note down this. Then again I will take some simple problems now on these formulas. Okay, so we will see some simple problems which they may ask in 1 marks. So just for practice or whatever formulas we have seen, so for those we will take some simple problems. So first, if I take sin inverse of root 3 by 2, sin inverse of root 3 by 2. So now directly we are required to write the angle. So for what angle sin theta will be root 3 by 2? For what value of theta you will get root 3 by 2? 60 degree. So but here you are required to compulsory write it in radian. So this is nothing but pi by 3. Now suppose if it is in this form, next problem, sin inverse minus 1 by root 2 I will take. Sin inverse minus 1 by root 2. So I have seen formula, that is first one, sin inverse of minus x is minus sin inverse x. So you are required to write it as minus sin inverse of 1 by root 2. Now when will be the value of sin 1 by root 2? At 45 degree. In radian it will be pi by 4. So you will have answer minus pi by 4. Similarly, if I take another example, third one, suppose cos inverse of minus 1 by 2 is there. Cos inverse of minus 1 by 2. So while telling the formula, I told that most of them go wrong in these examples. If there is a negative in cos inverse, so second formula we have solved, cos inverse of minus x is pi minus cos inverse x. So this will be pi minus cos inverse 1 by 2. Pi minus cos inverse 1 by 2. It will not be in this form. Directly minus cos inverse 1 by 2, it will not be there. You are required to remember this, pi minus cos inverse 1 by 2. So when will be the value of cos 1 by 2? Very good. At 60 degree. So 60 degree in radian will be pi by 3. So again pi minus pi by 3. So you will get answer 2 pi by 3. Similarly, another example. So fourth, I will take tan inverse of minus 1. Tan inverse of minus 1. Now, if there is a negative in tan inverse, then we write it as minus tan inverse x, third formula which you have seen. So you can write it as minus tan inverse 1, and tan inverse 1 is nothing but pi by 4. So you will have minus pi by 4. So you will have answer minus pi by 4. So another two problems I will be taking, which we had in our question papers. So next one, suppose fifth one, cosec inverse minus root 2. Cosec inverse minus root 2. Now here cosec inverse is there. So in second set of three formulas I have told, cosec is reciprocal of sine. So cosec inverse is written as sine inverse into bracket, you should take reciprocal minus 1 by root 2. So reciprocal cosec inverse x is written as sine inverse reciprocal of this minus 1 by root 2. Now sine inverse of minus x is minus sine inverse x. So you will have minus sine inverse 1 by root 2. When will be the sine value 1 by root 2? At 45 degree. In radian again it is pi by 4. So answer is minus pi by 4. So if you are having cosec inverse, secant inverse, cot inverse, you convert it to sine inverse, cos inverse and tan inverse, and then you solve the problem. Similarly, you can try this one, sixth one. If I take it as secant inverse minus 2 by root 3. Secant inverse minus 2 by root 3. So first what you will be doing? Yes, secant inverse you should write it as cos inverse. So if you write cos inverse, the value inside the bracket you should take it as reciprocal. So cos inverse, if I take reciprocal, it is minus root 3 by 2. Now in cos, if you have negative sign, you will be writing it as pi minus. So here cos inverse of minus root 3 by 2, I will write it as pi minus cos inverse root 3 by 2. This is equal to. Now for what angle cos value is root 3 by 2? 30 degree. So 30 degree in radian is pi by 6. So pi minus pi by 6. Now you take the LCM, you will have the answer. So you will have 5 pi by 6. This is the answer. So these are some basic problems. So in next video, we will take further problems which they have asked in exams or board exams, you may say. Okay, thank you.